in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Oilers.
And we are underway from Houston.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25.
Bring it!
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
To number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Jets.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground is Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Jets' 1st down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. These two teams all tied after 1.
Tied 7-7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to
Raymond Calais, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
the kicker on.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
On the tackle.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Gordon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
The handoff.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the ground, it's Calais. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Down. It's Gordon, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Jamal Wilkes. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And a loose football. And scooped up by the Jets. They have possession. They have it at the 38-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run. Calais. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down, Jets.
Now on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking deep for Hilton. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
28-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tua now on first down. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Gain of 13 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run. Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Goal, New York.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run with Calais. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
The ball carrier.
Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At the 36-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the carry, it's Logan. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Tua. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And that was just absolutely perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And Daniels has it left side as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got Burton here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Calais. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Short of the goal.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Chubb, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Chubb in the final minute, and the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His pass incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets 20 into the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Out of the gun now on third down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
First down, Joe, at the 48-yard line.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
All right, what can Tua do now with his drive in OT? Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes it's like slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Back at the 28-yard line.
On second down, Tua. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
11-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a chip shot, a 20-yard